Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, 8600 Miles Strong. My name is Bernadette and I talk about my life and personal experiences as a Filipina living overseas, currently based in Northern California. Through this vlog, I want to help you live your best life, help you with your transition, and hopefully help you thrive and not just survive overseas. So today I will be talking about probably one of the biggest changes that I've experienced since moving here in the United States from the Philippines about a year and a half ago, and that is changing seasons. As all of you might have known, Philippines is a tropical country. We don't have changing seasons. We practically have hot and hotter. That's a running joke because it's true. We have an average temperature of maybe around 23 degrees centigrade to a high of 38, 39 in the thick of summer. But basically, it remains the same the whole year round. So how we dress up doesn't change very much, except probably during typhoon season. But other than that, we wear practically similar wardrobe throughout the year, with the exception of rainy and probably like a cooler months in December and January. So you can just imagine my surprise and adjustment that I have to make once I moved to the United States. I'm currently based in Northern California. Luckily, I don't have to deal with harsh winter. Winter here is very mild compared to other places in the United States. We don't get sub-zero temperature. We don't have crazy snow around here where I'm located right now, which I'm very happy about. I'm a very tropical girl. I do very poorly in cooler climates, and I tend to get really cold very easily, and that affects my mood, that affects even my physical well-being. So luckily right now we are in the thick of summer, so I'm enjoying it. It's kind of super hot actually over this weekend because there's a heat wave, but otherwise summer is still my favorite season. So let's get right into it. Let's go from spring, summer, winter, and fall, and how you can prepare and dress up properly to make sure that you're comfortable whatever season you're in. Let's start with spring. It comes right after winter, especially during the start of spring. It's still very cool, chilly, and a little chance of rain. Unfortunately, the past years, California has been experiencing drought, so there's not much rain these days during springtime. But this is the perfect time for you to wear long sleeves, show off that cute cardigans and sweaters. And I highly recommend to wear long pants, leggings, leg warmers, and make sure that you have closed shoes as well. This is also a very pretty season. Everything is green and very colorful. Flowers bloom all around, so it's a very, very nice season to enjoy. If you're like me, who's not very good with cold weather, make sure to be prepared with a jacket or a sweater every day. Even if it's a little warmer in the morning or noon, the temperature can drop drastically after sundown. Better to be prepared and just bring the jacket with you. The average temperature during springtime around here is about 45 degrees to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 7 degrees Celsius to 21 degrees Celsius for those who are like me, who's still not so used to using Fahrenheit for temperatures. But yeah, so that's springtime. And in terms of colors, as I mentioned, this is a season of growth and color, so feel free to wear bold and vibrant colors. Next is summer. As I mentioned, this is still my favorite. I always joke to my husband why summer is taking so long to arrive, because again, I like the sun, I like warm weather, also because I like dressing up for summer. So right now we're in the thick of summer. Actually, there's a heat wave over the weekend, so it's really, really hot. I think it's still 104 degrees outside. It's around 41 degrees Celsius, and that's really hot, even for the Philippines. The only difference is it's very arid here, it's very dry, so you can really feel the heat burning through your skin. There's not much humidity. Your skin might also freak out if you're so used to, a very humid weather. So make sure to still moisturize. I'll talk about skincare for 4 seasons as well, because I think that's really, really important. So during summer, this is the time for you to wear very light, very comfortable clothing, cottons, linens. I would even say jersey dresses is one of my favorites during summer. And go ahead and play around sleeveless tops, halters, spaghetti straps, just like what I'm wearing right now, short. And of course, this is also the time for you to wear sandals and flip-flops. That's my most favorite thing in the world. Before I moved here, I swear I live in flip-flops. But that changed once I moved here, and now I can only wear my flip-flops during summer. If you're wondering how hot it gets here in Northern California, it gets really hot. The temperature ranges from 75 degrees Fahrenheit to over 100. That's about 23 degrees to over 40 degrees in Celsius, and that's really hot even for me. And again, the difference is in the humidity. It's very dry, it's very arid, so you can really feel the heat on your skin, and that's, I think, the main difference. Having said that, you still have to wear light clothing, but if you're like me who burns easily, either take a light long sleeves with you if you want to cover up for a little bit when it's around noon when the sun is really, really hot, and make sure to just wear sunscreen for protection. Also, since it's summer, it's the season of the sun, feel free to wear bright colors and very light materials. And summer dresses never go out of style. I have a bunch of summer dresses that I use over and over again, and I think it's a really good investment to have. Next is fall. So this is the season of browns and burnt orange, and honestly, Halloween. That's really what I think about when it's fall. It's also a very, very pretty season. The colors outside are really amazing. We live in suburbs and we have a lot of greens and trees around us. And when it's fall season, it's just magical to see them all turn orangey and fiery red, and just see how it transforms everything. It's amazing. In terms of dressing up, layering is key. Fall season is right before winter, which means it's getting colder already. The average temperature here is about 50 degrees to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about 10 degrees to 25, 26 degrees Celsius. And when it's 10 degrees Celsius, your girl's not happy anymore. I really can't stand too much cold. So I make sure that I do layering. Again, thermals is one of my best friends here. You can easily buy that in Uniqlo or anywhere else. Really, Amazon is a great place too. But make sure that you have a good first layer, something that's comfortable but light yet warm. And then you can just layer it up with a nice sweater, and then your jacket and coat. And lastly, let's talk about winter. So winter time is about November to February here, and the temperature ranges from 58 degrees Fahrenheit down to 32 degrees Fahrenheit. That's very rare to happen, but it does, and it did several times while I'm here. In Celsius, just for reference, it's about 14 degrees Celsius down to 0. So when I first moved here, it was actually springtime, but the first day I was here, it was so cold because it was 1 degree Celsius. And again, I wasn't happy. I was in bed all day trying to just, keep myself warm. And that was spring. But wintertime will be even colder, and it's cold for the rest of the day. Super cold in the morning, gets a little bit warmer around noon, and then drops again late in the afternoon. And as you can imagine, this is the time to layer and to make sure that you have good quality winter clothes. And when I say good quality winter clothes, I thought that, jacket is fine. I'll just wear a knitted sweater and I should be okay. But actually, no. When it's winter time, I make sure that I layer up, and I make sure that I bring my insulated jacket everywhere. It's also known as a down jacket or a bubble jacket. That's really good for winter, and that's actually one of the investments that I made in terms of buying new clothes, and try to get it from reputable brands because it does make a difference. I got mine from North Face, and I also got some hand-me-downs from my friends and my in-laws. Most of it are either North Face or Columbia, or you can also look for the brand Patagonia. Those are really good quality and not super expensive brands that you can look for winter jackets and winter coats. And this is also the perfect time for winter accessories, and that means scarves, gloves, And if it's really extreme, you can use earmuffs as well. I never felt the need to wear earmuffs because, again, we don't have harsh winter here. But I do use gloves, especially when we're going out for a late affair, a late dinner, for example. This is something that my husband still teases me to this day because I go to bed with mittens on, and it really helps me sleep. And I also experience some numbness on my joints during winter times, specifically on my fingers. So wearing mittens at night really helped a lot in managing the pain. And there you have it. That's just some of the tips that I have for you so that you can properly prepare and dress up for the different seasons in the United States or other countries that you're going to be moving to. Before I end this video, I also want to share with you that I think it's more beneficial for you to shop for new clothes once you get here or you get to your new country, because I think a lot of the materials are really different. So if I were you, I would just, save my money, save my shopping once you get over to the United States or wherever you're going to be moving to. Also, because I thought it's going to be super expensive to buy it from here, but actually it's not. I found a lot of good deals and good sales, especially when it's off season. So that's the best time for you to buy. So when it's summer, go and invest in some good winter clothing. More often than not, they will be on sale because it's off season, and it's something that you will definitely need and definitely use once winter comes anyways. Honestly, just go to TJ Maxx or Kohl's and they have a lot of good sweaters, knitted jackets, and things like that for really affordable prices. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any questions, suggestions, and if you experience any of these changes and want to just tell me about it, please go ahead and leave your comment or send me an email and I will hit you right up. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in my next video.